So I probably need to explain something to my old viewers or my old subscribers probably. Like a half a year ago, yes, I'm talking about a half a year ago, I made a little nightmares video where I was talking about this art project. And I never released the full version of it. I was like an upcoming art project. And it was like maybe before Christmas actually. Was it before Christmas or after? I think it was actually after Christmas, like 2 weeks after Christmas. And it was like before even Little Nightmares came out, and I never really released the full version of it, and I'm so sorry that I actually never did. I just forgot about it. But anyways, I found it again, and I decided why not just show the full version now. I'm probably gonna do a remake of it in the future or something like that. But anyways, just enjoy the video about these characters, and I'll probably also explain what characters I chose. You might recognize some, you might not recognize any of them, or just some of them only. Well, anyways, I'm gonna explain who I chose and everything. Just skip to the characters. I am so sorry. Alright, so we have the teacher here. So anyways, why I actually decided to go with the teacher up front and not the thin man was because I actually just wanted to draw the teacher up front first, like only the teacher, but then I just decided to draw all the other characters in the back. So it was probably a little bit of a mistake about me instead of drawing the teacher in the back and the thin man at front. I feel so dumb after that, actually, after doing that big mistake. Like, I cannot undo it now. It's like marked in pen and everything. Anyways, I'm probably gonna do a remake in the future. I already said that, hadn't I? Anyways, I just decided to go with the teacher up front because it was only just her I was going for. Anyways, that was just about her. Let's move on to one of the other characters. Alright, next character is Thin Man. That was the guy that was actually supposed to be up front and not the teacher. Well, anyways, the thing that I decided to do with him, which is probably something that the other artist is not doing, was just probably just scrape his eyes out with marker press. I didn't know how his eyes actually looked like when Little Nightmares didn't actually come out, so I just decided, you know what, let's just draw a nose and a mouth, and that's it, and maybe also like a little bit of an ear, and then I just decided to draw his neck and suit after that, and that's how he became a part of this drawing. And yes, I did know he was the final boss in the game, or probably one of the final bosses. I didn't know if he was gonna be, but I had a theory about him actually being the final boss, but never made a video about it. So I just decided to put him in the back. And yes, I know I feel a bit dumb after saying that, but anyways, let's move on to the next character. Well, the last characters that you probably know who is in the drawing that I made is the Hunter. Oh yeah, there's also Mon16, but I'll get to them like at the last. Well, anyways, I decided to draw the Hunter like this. I don't know why I decided to only draw the Hunter's head. I don't know why, okay? And I should probably have drawn his whole body, but I guess the head just did because I wanted to draw some few more characters in the background instead of only the Thin Man and the Hunter. And by the way, I didn't know that the... Oh yes, I did know that the Doctor actually existed, but I just didn't decide to draw him because it was really hard for me to draw him, so I just decided why not just draw other characters up top instead of just the Hunter and the Doctor also. So I just shrunk him down a bit and only drew his head. That's why he doesn't have a body in this photo. And let's get on to probably the characters that you don't know about. So, let's get to some of the fan-made characters. And I decided to do some of the fan-made characters because in this art drawing I want to show like it to everyone, and like everybody has like been in it, like not only me, like everybody in the Little Nightmares community can do everything together. So I just decided to maybe just put some fan-made characters into mine. Here's the original art of him, and he was actually originally made by Dr. Sortius. And this guy is actually called the Scruncher, I think. I'm sorry if I messed that name up. And yeah, that is really really, really hard name to pronounce. But anyways, it's made by Dr. Sortius, and he was just a really, really fun character to see. And I just decided, might I put him in my drawing? I'll say it's made by him and everything. And two characters were actually made by him that I put in this drawing. Let's get to the second character that he made that I put in the drawing. Let's get on to the next character that he made, and that is the entertainer, and that's the guy with the creepy smile in the middle of the tree. I'll get to the two others in a sec, but anyways, he's made by Dr. Tears again. And yeah, he was also a really cool looking character, and I'm so sorry for not actually asking. I just put them in my drawing. And again, you can find him on Reddit. Just search up Little Nightmares, the entertainer, and then he should be like on the first top 10 in Google searching, or just probably the top 3. But anyways, I'll just recommend go to him and just see what he does. It's really awesome, okay? And let's just get on to the other characters. Right, now we get to another fan-made character, and this character I don't know too much about, but I do know who it's made of and the concept art. It's not concept art, it's a fan-made character. Well, anyways, there's the fan-made character, and it's made by Primal the Veined Art. I totally butchered that name, I'm sorry again. Well, anyway, it's just this really long-legged creature in a big sack. Like the design, so I put it on my drawing without asking. I'm sorry. Well, anyways, you should go and subscribe to them on their YouTube channel, okay? And I recommend doing it. They do like Little Nightmares comics and songs even for Little Nightmares, I think. And they even do other comics for other franchises. But I have watched the Little Nightmares one, and it's actually really entertaining. I recommend you doing it, okay? So let's get to this last character. And now this last character I actually made him myself, and it was actually the first fan-made character I ever made. And he's called the Clockworker. Yes, a bit of a weird name, but still. He's one that works with different clocks and everything. You'll learn more about him actually in a video that I'm going to release like next week. Well, anyways, his name is the Clockworker. He has a broken mask with a really weird mouth with sharp teeth and a really weird tongue. I just decided to put him in because I needed to also draw some of my own stuff instead of taking an inspiration from other characters. Now, anyways, he was my own character and I just came up with him. That's it. Well, anyways, let's move on to the last character, I think. Alright, this is not the last character, this is the second last character. Alright, this dude is named Dr. No. You might recognize that name, some of you, because there has been some few theories around him, because he is actually a Little Nightmares character, but only in a painting. And he does look a bit different from what I drawn to him, because originally he has like big stubby fingers, but I only gave him like creepily long fingers. And in the painting we don't actually see his face, so I didn't draw the face because I didn't want to ruin it if he actually is going to be a playable, maybe if he's going to be an actual enemy in Little Nightmares. Jesus, I am so bad at English, sorry. Well, anyways, that's probably it for Dr. No. Let's head to the actual last character. Now let's get to the actual last character. This dude is named the North Wind. You may actually recognize that name because he is actually a Little Nightmares character. But he's in the comics. Not the Little Nightmares 2 comics, but the Little Nightmare 1 comics. Because he was like in the comics where two children were like escaping him until they got caught off by something, and then one of them got snapped by and the other one escapes, I think. I can't fully remember the comic because I haven't read it, but I think that's actually what happens. I just decided, and this is not actually how he looks in the comics. I just found a drawing of him that looks like him, and he looks cool, so I decided to steal it again without asking. but I saw it on a Google image, so yeah. This is basically that's basically all characters. Let's just move on to like the ending now. So that's the end of this video. I'm probably gonna do a remake like in some time with probably other characters on it and probably more of my own instead of just stealing them from out of the internet. I'm still sorry for doing that to all of them. But anyways, I've told you who they are and you can just go and subscribe to them on their social media and everything. And now let's just say goodbye for now, and I'll probably see you in a week because I'm gonna go on a second vacation. Yes, I was gone for a month, and I'm going to tell you why like in a week. Okay. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe. You don't need to. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Oh God, I'm tired.